Hey Saithi, good morning and thanks for stopping by here. This studio is a Bhairavi podcast and we established last 3 years and really great to have you here in Bhairavi podcast.
Very good morning to you, Raghu, as well. This is
Yeah.
amazing. It's a
Excellent.
great studio, and I love podcasts, by the way. So,
Awesome. We've been doing this podcast and inviting leaders and in technology and particular area. It could be healthcare or insurance, particular domain. Basically, I want to share your thoughts, what you've been, your experience basically, and your wisdom, to all our audience, and that'll be really great. I can say from co to corporate, right?
Yes.
So you've been probably 20 years in enterprise IT overall.
well, I've been here in the industry for about 27, 28 years.
Oh, wonderful.
So, out of college, I started with a Y2K job. So by that, you can tell my age.
No, we'll cut that.
Quickly got into databases, data warehousing, data analysis,
Right.
and all these good things.
Excellent.
And then, like you said, got into leadership about 15 years ago.
Okay.
And slowly, steadily climbing up the ladder.
Excellent. So Saithi, you've been, take us back like 25 years. Like, what got you into IT?
So I did my electronics and communications engineering back in Kakinada in Andhra, in India. And as part of our curriculum, they start us with a little bit of computer science subjects as well.
Right.
Back then,
Some
nobody...
courses,
just a little bit like C, C++,
Correct.
a little bit of Java and database, of course. And I remember even in school, we started with BASIC, if you remember.
Yeah. No, I remember.
So it
Basic,
was just
Fox Pro and some other stuff. Yeah.
So it was always a lot of fun.
Right.
Because it sharpens your analytical thinking.
Right.
There are workflows.
Yeah.
You have step 1, step 2, step 3,
Yeah.
if you're mathematical at the time, it was like if you have a mathsy brain, then you get into these kind of stuff.
Absolutely.
So that's what just programming. At that time, I don't think I ever thought about corporate leadership, none of that. It was more like programming was fun.
Excellent.
And IT was growing, and it was a good job to
Excellent. So if you look at younger self, what was your biggest ambition then?
I think my ambition grew slowly and steadily.
Okay.
I'd be lying if I said that I had very clear goals and I knew I have to become this person.
Some of them, they have their own ambitions based on their family and history and whatnot. I totally agree. So you've been in the industry for several years. So you'd have faced situations and whatnot. Kind of, what is the toughest phase you felt like, this was my toughest phase in my career as a leader or as a woman?
Many, because being in the industry for 28 years, obviously you'll have a lot of ups and downs, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
One of the difficult things in corporate is when you have not a very good boss.
Yeah.
That's always very tough. Managing upwards is very, very hard.
Yeah.
Having difficult customers is one thing, but when you have somebody who does not clearly state their goals, does not help you in your growth, always hampers whatever decisions you make.
Yeah.
That's kind of difficult to navigate, especially for women, right? If somebody looks at a woman and if you're trying to be righteous and you're trying to be strong, for a man, people think he's being assertive, he is capable.
Yeah, aggressive.
Whereas, whereas for a woman, they think, oh, she's just nasty, or she's having
rude,
she's having some mood swings or whatever, right? So that's always kind of difficult, and you have to navigate through that.
I totally understand. That's very natural. Still we are in 2026, and still there are always
there's always a little bit of a glass ceiling. It's changing for sure.
It's changing for sure. We can see a lot of women in tech and leadership roles.
But no matter what, your capabilities, your talent, that speaks first.
Yeah, absolutely. So you've been into technical roles, and how did you transition from technical roles to leadership roles?
Yes, so I started as a developer, then became like a team lead, then became manager, senior manager. I had every step,
Excellent.
growing very organically.
Excellent. Yeah.
So I actually pride myself with that, because today when I lead a few other teams, it's not just I'm coming from like a managerial aspect of it, but I understand the technical background. When somebody tells me something, they cannot just BS me.
Absolutely.
I understand, the depth of it. I can debug even today, hands-on. I
Excellent.
can do it.
That's good.
Which is important, right?
Yeah.
That's how you learn. That's how you can have intelligent conversations.
Right.
People respect you more.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Because along with the frameworks, you understand the width and the depth of the programs or whatever you're writing, right? So that's how I grew from
that's
the
great.
technical
Basically the team cannot fool you. Basically. That's a good one.
And I'm not here to get anyone, but I'm just saying you have a little more intelligent
Absolutely.
conversations.
You'll ask right questions so that you'll get
exactly.
insight, and then you can ask follow-up questions so that you know exactly what's happening.
Yeah,
right?
so I don't have to wait until something goes wrong and then course correct it.
Yeah.
But I can give them guidance right from the beginning to make sure that we don't get into the wrong direction.
Yeah. See, we have seen a lot of projects where vendors they'll show the green status every week,
right?
And then,
suddenly
they say 10th week or something, they'll say, hey, it's a red. What happened? It means like we didn't ask right questions in each weekly status calls, or not that's all about anticipation.
That's the perfect way of explaining it. Yes, a lot of times we have to anticipate as a good leader.
Correct.
You have to anticipate what happens, what is going to happen 2-3 weeks down the lane, and then make sure you're doing the right thing today to not get there 2 weeks later.
Absolutely. What are the top 3 things you believe in?
Communication is important. Clarity is important.
Right.
Collaboration is super important. You
Excellent.
can be the best talented person out there, but if you're not able to collaborate, be a team member, team player, people don't like you. You cannot really progress.
And at your level, it's always important to know the business and as well as technology. It cannot be the independent as such.
Right.
So what's your take on what is a blend, the director level or a senior director level, these leadership roles? What is a blend of business versus technical? You believe in what they must know.
I feel like no matter what, customer centricity. What does the customer need? You need to be able to talk that language with the customer, even as a developer.
Excellent.
I don't even go to director, senior director, C-suite, whatever. Even right from the beginning as a developer, you have to be customer focused. You need to ask the right questions. You have to be interested in what you're providing, whether it's a product or a service. You have to be outcome based. You need to understand what that customer is asking. Sometimes they say something, but they don't even know what they want, right? So you have to play that 20-question game with them. Ask their daily life, their day-to-day activities, whatever it is. You have to connect those dots. Sometimes it's not just giving what they want or what they are asking, but present to them what it is that they actually need.
So much there is a bonding and connect with the team and with the leadership, and then up and down, so there's a lot of things you need to do to make sure these are all things happening. And then so you guys not at this corporate, wherever in the previous experience, you coach your team on the business side of it as well, even though they're technologists.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I even today, with whether it's development teams or even production support teams, whatever it is, I have sessions with my teams where we have this reverse Katie kind of thing.
Reverse Katie,
where they talk about an application not just from a technical perspective, but also what does that business need? What are we achieving? And sometimes even the jargon, even those words, when you talk through, even if you're saying the wrong thing, just keep talking, and then you learn. And I absolutely want my teams to be aware and understand what our business needs.
Excellent. In the similar lines, so you are into financial services. So what makes IT in financial services different from other industries?
Ours is like financial services with insurance and retirement products and all kinds of financial annuities, all kinds of services, and distribution is where I work. So it's very regulated.
Okay.
And sometimes it's slow to move for a good reason because we've been here for many decades. People trust in us. You can make just quick decisions and lose the trust. And it's very regulated, like I said. So it's important to make sure you have the right security, privacy. You make sure that your data is clean. You make sure that you're following certain standards. You have the data retention policies. So there's a lot of things that other maybe perhaps retail industry can move much quicker. And they also need to because things are changing very fast. Whereas insurance companies, financial sector, the accuracy, the regulations, those are key.
Okay. So I think in this era, where the AI is coming into play, as we all know, whoever is using ChatGPT, they claim as I know AI. But at the same time, so you see that there are some of the, especially the financial services, do you see there are areas where AI is disrupting in your industry?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's disruption. There's also a lot of enablement.
Okay.
So I feel like we are improving our efficiency using AI. AI cannot be a product by itself. It has to be embedded into all the processes that we are doing. Already we have seen within our company improvements in claims processing, underwriting, customer, just bots, talking in customer service.
Amazing.
Being able to give answers where you don't have to call someone.
And it's a 24/7 available and data is...
or even if you have a customer service agent, they have a dashboard in front of them where they have personalized answers even before they answer something. So it kind of coaches them to understand the mood and the feel of the customer so that they can answer better and be more productive.
Human plus AI touch, basically.
And of course, automation. Automation is a big deal.
A big deal, yes. We always, there are a lot of industries is been disrupted by AI, and some of them they're able to implement. Some of them are still, learning or using the strategies to implement AI. So, do you see that really there's a ROI in implementing AI? Suppose we are. Simple example is if you are investing $1 million, are we getting even 100K back? So what's your take on it? Not only about the company where you're working, but just overall in general.
I mean, it all depends, right? How much investment you're putting. I would say at this point right now, we're at a juncture where if you don't invest, you're at the risk of becoming a little obsolete. right?
You nailed
it. So even if right now, right this moment, your ROI might not be 100%. It all depends on how much you're putting which direction. But I truly feel like, giving and making the right data foundation for every business is the key to have the right AI sit on top of it. If you don't have your own data that is specific to your industry, to your business, no matter how fancy an AI comes in, it's garbage in, garbage out, right?
Absolutely.
So that foundation, and then having the right governance model so that the AI is not having any kind of bias or hallucinations or whatever, right?
Right.
Those foundations are really key. So invest in those. AI keeps changing every single day,
Absolutely.
right?
Definitely.
You get something today, tomorrow you'll get something better. But your data is not something that somebody externally can come and give you, right?
Totally.
Nurture that, make sure that foundation is there.
And even we developed a product and we launched recently called letquickly.ai. So we do AI agents, take care of all the rental properties. Means anyone who wants to invest in real estate, one of the biggest headache they feel, oh, I should collect the rents, I should send the plumber, technician, whatnot. Like
it's a full-time job.
Yeah, full-time job. Like that's where like we solving this problem. We solve this problem, I can say, like where agents will take care of everything 24/7. Plugging the approved vendors and then coordinating with the tenant and payment, rent collection, reminding the tenants who are always giving a late payments and whatnot.
Right, awesome.
So we predicted the who are the tenants will pay the late fee or late payments, and we were able to get those issues resolved. And a landlord or a property manager can look at all the overall dashboards and then ask questions in the middle of the night. They don't need to go on and check the spreadsheet and whatnot. So
I'll be a customer then.
Yeah, excellent. That's good. That's great. So I think is all these AI is really I believe personally that if AI or any technology is solving a problem, is giving a ROI, that's the best technology. Always, it's been there, right? So, and there are misconceptions, right, in an industry. What are the misconceptions in the corporates you feel like about AI?
Yeah, it's not. I wouldn't say misconceptions across the board, but a lot of people think that AI can just come in and just replace people, just like that. Yes, it can replace all the people who are a little bit repetitive task type of coders or testers, those kind of people, or people who are not staying relevant, who just stay in one lane where they think that I can only test, I can only develop, I can only do some analysis. Those are the people that will get replaced. Truly people who can think with multiple hats, who can understand across domains, across have that cross-functional understanding and can connect the dots. Integrations are key. If you have that kind of mindset and have that growth mindset, then I don't think it'll replace you. It'll only make you stronger.
Absolutely.
Having that curiosity.
Main thing is the summary is you're saying like the AI will not replace jobs and AI will make people productive. If they're not relevant, and obviously, it'll replace. If they are relevant, then definitely.
Any revolutions that you've seen over the years, right, in the past, in the history.
Right.
There's always loss of jobs, but there's also influx of multiple newer jobs.
Right.
So you just have to reinvent yourself. So that's one big misconception.
Right.
People are afraid. I would say instead of being afraid, reinvent yourself, learn more, figure out your strengths, and see where you can get more useful to your business.
Excellent. So thanks Saithi, and we'll have a quick rapid fire.
Okay.
Technical depth or executive presence?
For me right now, I have to say executive presence because I already have the other one.
Excellent. Hire for skill or hire for attitude?
I would say attitude.
Excellent. Performance or potential?
Performance is important as well.
Tough conversation earlier or later?
Earlier,
Excellent.
for sure.
So micromanage or empower?
Empower, any day.
AI replacing jobs or creating new ones?
Creating new ones.
Excellent. Copilot tools, productivity booster or a distraction?
Productive boost.
Okay. Will IT budget increase or shrink in next 3 years?
I think budgets are going to look very different. They'll not be a cost center. Sorry, it's a rapid fire. Sorry, what was the choice?
Will IT budget shrink or increase?
I would say it will increase.
So biggest future risk, cyber attacks or AI misuses?
Oh, both.
Both. Okay.
Both are gonna.
I love it. So on the personal front, like morning routine or late night strategist?
I'm always a late night strategist.
One habit that changed your career?
Being consistent.
Excellent.
Small steps, but keep doing it.
I love it. I literally post pretty much every week to my team that consistency is so important, and then that make us stronger and then make results, right? Like get results.
I constantly tell my team, another thing is, don't be shy.
Yeah.
Good or bad, wrong or right, keep asking questions, be curious.
Absolutely. Curiosity is a very good thing. Yeah. One skill every IT professional must learn in 2026.
AI, it's right in front of you. Don't be left behind.
Excellent. Yeah. Mentor or self-made?
Everybody needs mentors. I've been a mentee. I have been a mentor. I love mentorship.
Excellent.
Always.
Yeah, excellent. Thanks, Saithi. Thank you so much for your time today. And then we'll have you love podcast, and then we have a platform here. We'll have a series of podcasts, and then where we can guide the next generation students how to get onto AI, what to learn, all those stuff. There's a next series of podcasts we can do together. That'll be awesome.
That'd be awesome.
And,
I love giving back to the community. I love mentoring. That's the way I learn
Absolutely,
as well.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
anything I can do, even help people. I've done hundreds, if not thousands, of interviews.
Great.
So I can impart some knowledge there as well
Great.
and help
Excellent.
other people. So thank you for having me.
Thank you so
Raghu.
much. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you.